It's crazy to look and see how far we've come already past this most recent Super Bowl. It's already the beginning of April, and the draft is at the end of this month, which I will be watching and I will cover, by the way. I'm covering every single one of our 3 draft picks, or however many we got. I actually think it's 5. And there's a lot of moves that the Chargers did not make, unfortunately. But there is one move that the Chargers could make that could actually be a good deal. And I personally am vouching for this move. I don't know what they can do to make it happen, but I do have a few different suggestions, and that is for the trade of Dexter Lawrence. And pretty much, as everyone knows, this guy is a beast. He's on a monster of a defensive line on the Giants, and he still stands out even on that team, debatably the best even. But the question is, what would it take to get this guy on the team? He did formally request a trade, which most of the time, or pretty much all the time you could say, means that this guy he's leaving. He's not staying on that team. He said out loud, "I don't want to be on your sorry ass team." That's what he said out loud to Harbaugh even. And we don't have that much trade bait, or we don't have that many draft picks, but we do have some scenarios. And the most popular thing going on, the most popular theory of a trade going on, is that the Chargers give up Quentin Johnson and another pick. I've heard some people say Quentin Johnson and a 2nd round pick. I've heard people say Quentin Johnson and a 3rd or a 4th. Personally, I'm okay with giving up Quentin Johnson. Can't go past a 3rd round pick. I can't just give up a 2nd round pick and Quentin Johnson. Now, I know it makes it sound like I'm hyping this dude up, but we have needed Quentin Johnson in these past few seasons. We have needed him, and he has gotten better each and every season. That's also a fact. He's not an outstanding receiver, but the Giants still do need another receiver. We don't know what Malik Neighbors is going to look like when he comes back, or how long it's going to take for him to actually get back on track and back up to speed. But obviously, I'm a fan of the QJ and 4th round pick. I'm not too sure if that's something that they would just straight up go for. Or the Chargers could just give up a single 2nd round pick for Dexter Lawrence. When it comes to that one, that's not really one that I would want. I can't say that I will be mad at it, depending on what the Chargers do in the draft. At that point, it would depend on what happens in the draft, or what the plan is there. Then I can justify, okay, I see what the vision was. Because in my head, I'm still hung up on A.J. Brown and the Chargers possibly trading for him, whether that's a 1st round pick or just a single 2nd round pick, or maybe a 2nd round pick and someone else. I'm still holding out for A.J. Brown, and technically speaking, you could possibly get both of those guys. All it would take is you saying, okay, well, it looks like we're just not getting a 1st or a 2nd round draft pick this season. But at the very least, you would have 2 proven guys, and in 2 different areas that you were looking for. A guy on the defensive line and a guy and a wide receiver as well. If they did decide to get both of those guys, that's not something that I'd be mad at, because it is technically possible, considering the Eagles decided to ask for a lot less when it comes to what they want for A.J. Brown. So it is possible. It's a possibility. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's just super likely, but it's possible. And the Chargers could also give up future round draft picks too, which is something that I've also heard. I've heard people theorizing Quentin, which, by the way, Quentin Johnson is in a lot of these different trade packages. Shows you what people think of this guy. I'm not the most fond of Quentin Johnson, but at the same time, they're doing my man kind of dirty, putting him in every trade package available, just trying to get him out of here. We still need a receiver, keep in mind you. Now, if A.J. Brown is in the future, fine, ship him off. That's probably the smartest decision, legitimately. For right now, we still need him as a receiver, and it is what it is. Other trades that I've heard some 1st round pick trades, like giving a 1st round for that, which I'm not even thinking about that at all. I'm not giving a 1st round pick for Dexter. I'm sorry. He's great. He's outstanding. Not doing it. Possibly for an edge rusher, like a young edge rusher, because that seems to be something that the Chargers are looking for in the draft. And if you were able to get a young, proven edge rusher via trade for a 1st round pick, that wouldn't be bad, because you'd essentially be getting the same thing, except the guy is proven. I'm still holding out for A.J. Brown, but that's just me, though. That's just me. I know a lot of people have probably kind of moved off of that. Some people are still hung up on Tyreek Hill. I want A.J. Brown. That's what I want. I'm pounding the table right now. I want A.J. Brown, and I want Dexter Lawrence. I know I'm greedy, but let me know what you think. Do you think they can get both of them? Do you think they're gonna get both of them, or one of each? Nothing really matters until the draft happens, because we're not gonna see who the Chargers make any kind of trades until the draft, and I know that for a fact. which happens in a couple weeks. So realistically speaking, I don't think you should expect anything up until that draft week, really until that draft night, specifically day 1, which is where we're going to see a lot of this stuff. I'm excited for it. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you're also excited, and or who else you want to see get drafted, or who you want to see come to the Chargers via trade. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the day. Eat some fish. Or actually, I'm not really feeling fish. I'll eat something. Pause. Of course.
Patrick Mahomes, he breaks your back.